Alright, what's going on? Um, I've been just working on this project, and I honestly was really trying to find a way to kind of display this or like show it off without like really needing a microphone or something like that. But I couldn't really figure out a way, as all the features I've worked on are not like in the same category. So I just felt that the best way to do it is an uncut, kind of just a single take, kind of explaining each feature and also the future of this project. Should all be time stamped, so if you're interested in another part over another, you can easily click to whatever chapter on the timeline. So, without further ado, let's just kind of get into it. So, the first feature I added is reticles. So, basically, it's just a simple like image that's being displayed like 10 units in front of the gun, and then the texture itself is like forcibly being displayed over every other texture. So it will always be behind something but in front of it. So if that makes sense, so like my hand, you know, and it's just very simple and it works really well. If I aim, it's gonna tell me that I'm aiming at the dude. Next thing I implemented is effects, so like actual hit effects and stuff like that. So if you noticed in the original showcase, if I shot, there wasn't like any like effects or anything like that with like against the ground or anything. I also never showed off dual wielding, so here's that for anyone that was curious. This would be really OP in an actual game. And there that is. The M4 or whatever, M2 Ford A2B thing. This cool. It's a cool gun. Not much different with it. I just kind of have it here for fun. The other two guns, the sniper and shotgun, are missing because I deleted them because I changed their model, like not like physically, like the look of it, just how it acted within Unity, and I just never re-implemented it, so that's why they're not here. The next thing, obviously, it's been sitting on the table and you're looking at it, the plasma rifle. Now, I wanted at least one Covenant weapon, so I was like, it's got to be, plasma rifle. It wasn't going to be like something crazy like the energy sword or even the plasma pistol, because those are like, it's got two different like projectile types and stuff like that. So I just did simple plasma rifle. So if I'm just going to not even explain it, I just let the explain it for itself. And I added a little ammo counter to the side there. You can see. Kind of just help the player understand where their ammo's at. And obviously there's no way to reload this or anything like that, so there isn't any like slides or anything. The next thing are the characters, the actual, they're referred to as bipeds in the game. Now, I was originally only going to implement like the grunt and stuff, but I went a little crazy and implemented the crewman too, which also in turn implemented all of the other humans because they all have like the same animations. But yeah, anyway, I will use this gun actually. So it's basically, you shoot him in the leg, he responds like he would in the game. All the animations are straight from the game. Obviously, same with sound effects and textures and stuff like that. But, Jesus, chill out. But instead, I had to modify the animations to work with Unity, as they're not, simple, like, just put in, and then, it just works or whatever. Because, getting to, like, move like this in space and, like, actually, like, act like they're, not return to the same position. Because that was the big issue, and I don't want to have to explain it because it's just a lot of nerd talk that people will probably start yawning at. So But yeah, no, this is just like all the. I'll just kind of sit here for a second. I mean, it's literally the attack system from the game, or damage system from the game. It's not copied or pasted in any way. It's literally just done entirely from like I sat there and on the game just going, all right, like shoot the grunt here. What does he do? Okay, well he does that animation, and then I look for the animation in the files, and then yeah, it was. Do not recommend it. And then here's this guy. Here, let me just. Then here's this guy. You know, shoot him in the leg. That's a bug that's actually in the actual game, so I was like, whatever, I'll leave it in. They don't blink, and their mouths don't move, so they're only like half implemented, but they're still there. But yeah, no, that's the guys right there. I've also, as you can tell, implemented grenades. So if we respawn, grunt. This is just a simple press button, and then it's got like a 5-second fuse, and then it blows up like the original game. So if I throw it, 5-second fuse, sends him flying, just like the original game. The plasma grenade, on the other hand, I kind of changed up a little bit. It has the same physics as the actual game. It has to be stuck and stuff. But I felt like for a little VR panache, give the player the ability, when they're like at CQC, like they could stick the guy, right in the face, without having to throw the plasma grenade. Might be OP. I haven't really like tested it, obviously, but I just thought it'd be a cool little thing to add. Another thing is, if you activate the plasma grenade, it doesn't blow up instantly like this grenade, just how it is in the actual game. It will only blow up once it's out of your hand and it's below a certain velocity, and then it activates a timer and then blows up. Also, there's some minor bugs, and we're just gonna get rid of that. You didn't see that, okay? But yeah, there's some minor bugs, obviously, but and obviously, as you saw there too, the explosion size is not representative of the actual thing. All these like explosion effects are placeholder. But yeah, that's basically everything. Surprisingly, as you can see, this is why I kind of had trouble showing it off in like a non-verbal format. It was just kind of like a lot of just random things all put together. There's also like even here another feature I missed. If I walk, you can hear concrete footsteps, and then if I walk, metal footsteps. Pretty cool little effect, again, straight from the game. It's just something that is in the game, and I was like, oh, let's implement it. So I did. Doors work too. They're just like how they would work in the game. Well, not really. They don't actually, press the button. I just thought that, again, another VR panache kind of thing. Why not? But they do work exactly how they would work in the actual game. You stand here in front of the door. It's not going to close on you until you walk away. But yeah, that's it. The future of this channel, that's something I need to not forget to mention here. Obviously, I'm not like this is like the end or whatever. I got plenty more videos planned. Not of this, of entirely different game. What that game will be, don't know. So I have videos planned, but I don't have a game planned yet. Because I've canceled basically all of my projects, like all of my projects that I was working on, under in secrecy, I guess you would say. I was like, I'm just scrapping them and just trying to find a good balance now of, I have my VR system, and then I'm going to try to find like a good balance of a kind of advanced but simple game, kind of a good mix of that, But yeah, there will be something VR. It will be VR content in the future. It will just be some other game. It will not be a recreated game. I'm not recreating a game ever again. I learned my lesson with Halo VR. And the fact that it's just a big undertaking. It's not very simple at all, as I thought it would be. Well, for one final thing I have before we go, I got the final explosion thing. It's just I left one feature out, chain reactions. I added again, that's a feature that's in the original game. Just grenades that chain react. So I was like, I'll add it, and I'll add a bunch of grunts, and I'll just let them loose. So I'll just let it speak for itself, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.